Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Well, as I mentioned, look at this. I may have to abort the video because somebody is telling me he's hungry, although he can't eat for another 10 minutes or so because he gets this over-the-counter these liver tablets, because he has some liver issues, and it requires him not getting food for an hour after those get shoved down his throat. By the way, he is as easy as a dog when it comes to getting pills down his throat. It's like pretty amazing, because I've had cats in the past that you bite your finger off, but he's a good guy. Anyway, we're gonna try and get this video in. Hey, buddy, you're gonna have to chill for a bit. So, welcome to my channel. Take my readers off here. Today, I'm going to talk about the Godox V860 that I purchased. Actually, the V860III on-camera flash. And I mentioned this in that previous video. And oh, by the way, that previous video that I did, which was about tariffs, got political. I want to thank all the people who left positive comments about that. That really encouraged me. There were some negative comments. Some of them just didn't get through. I finally had to set it to hold all comments for moderation because I just couldn't keep up with what was going on, and so I did that. Interestingly, and there was one person said, "You're going to ruin your YouTube channel by talking about politics." Well, that was my best performing long form video in quite some time, and I netted a bunch of new subscribers, way more than the handful that left. So, kind of tells you something. That's all I'm going to say about that now. I will do a follow-up video to that where I go more in depth about that video and also my plans for the future. But what I'm going to talk about today is the Godox V860 and the reason I bought it. Now, I had previously been using the Godox TT685 for like event work, and it for the most part performs pretty well. But what I started noticing, and I was covering an event where I had to like be firing, taking a shot like bing, 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 bing. And unfortunately, the TT685 with these rechargeable in-a-loop batteries from Panasonic, by the way, just wasn't able to keep up. So I got to a point where, and I don't know whether it was overheating or what, where it just was not wanting to recharge and fire. Finally, what I did was I actually did turn it off, open up the battery compartment so that it was forced to reboot completely. That seemed to help somewhat. But I decided, because I can't have that happening, I decided to go ahead and buy the V860, which is sort of like the TT685 on steroids. The TT685, as far as watt seconds, is the only thing that I could find is it's somewhere between 60 and 70 watt seconds in power. This is 76. This also uses a lithium-ion battery. It's kind of interesting because that battery actually goes all the way through the flash unit. So you pop it in here, and it will recycle even after a full power flash in about a second and a half. And so generally I'm not firing this at full power. Also, I got one of these little aftermarket diffusers that I used on the TT685, and as it happens, it fits right here on the V860III. So that works for the occasions that I need something like that. But I find that this, if you're using the TT685 and you go to the V860, not much of a learning curve. I mean, they operate very similarly. And I'm not going to go in depth into this. But because I bought this, I've decided that I'm going to sell my AD200 Pro. And you might ask, why am I going to do that? This is a great flash. And of course, it's an off-camera flash. You can't mount it on the camera. And it comes with, Fresnel head and a bare bulb head. I don't use it that much anymore. And initially, the reason that I bought it was because I bought it because I had an issue with the TT685 during pandemic, because I had to do these headshots, and I had to do them outside, and I had to do them at noon. And so I was fighting the sun. That's when I went ahead and bought the AD200, because I felt that would probably work, especially if it was in the shade. And as it turns out, the pandemic ended. I never did another shoot outside. I have used this AD200 on several occasions for shooting headshots, but in the last year I've used it once, and quite honestly, I can just mount this with an umbrella, or I use shoot-through umbrellas. I use kind of a big reflective umbrella with a diffusion screen in front of it, and this will work just fine, because the TT685 worked just fine as long as I was doing that inside. So chances of me doing any headshot shoots outside or otherwise are kind of decreasing, because I'm doing way more photojournalism than I am portrait shoots. So this will work, and the AD200 is going on eBay. So it should be up, probably going to go up tomorrow, meaning the Tuesday before Thanksgiving 2024. So God, Thanksgiving's coming up so fast. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. But I have used the V860 on another event where I needed to be shooting really rapidly, and it worked a treat. Just no problems. Continuously recharging and firing for extended period of time, no problems. So I'm happy with that. That's it for today. Any questions, comments, please leave them down below. If this was useful, interesting to you, hey, pop the like button. It's a big help to me. New subscribers are always welcome. I'm Todd Banner. I will see you next time.